Organised by the Sister Cities programme and the Daughters of the British Empire, the party aimed to celebrate the links between the UK and the US. These links have evolved over the years, with North Carolina the first English settlement in the New World. It was one of the 5 southern colonies and one of the 13 American colonies till independence in 1776. Kings have therefore not always been popular. In fact, Kingston in North Carolina dropped the G to disassociate itself. But that is history, with the Secretary of State, Elaine Marshall, speaking of the UK and the US's special relationship.
It is great to see so many friends and Commonwealth supporters here this afternoon as we celebrate the coronation of His Majesty King Charles III and Her Majesty Queen Camilla. We look forward to King Charles blazing his own legacy, but carrying on many positive attributes of his mother, Queen Elizabeth, the attributes of strength, courage, loyalty, and so many positive leadership attributes. I met with them yesterday, and we had a ball. It's a shame it came to an end. We look forward to many more exchanges with your sister city partnership in the city of Raleigh.
I would like to recognize a few wonderful people. We have hosted a delegation from the British Overseas Territory of Gibraltar this week. So if you are a Gibraltarian, please raise your hand. The most kind, lovely individuals, and they would love to speak to you about their experience in Raleigh and love to get to know you more. So thank you all for joining us, and thank you all for being here.
The King and Queen could of course not be there with me in person, but the UK Consul, Justin Soane, was present, as was the former Deputy Ambassador to London, Barbara Stephenson.
So I can't imagine another coronation where there would be a party at the governor's mansion. Prayers were said for the king, and in my congregation they will be said on Sunday. It is a very, very special tie, and with Her Majesty the Queen it was an extraordinary thing, but it does continue on through, I think, King Charles, and you know, there were question marks about that. So to see people here with fascinators and bunting, you know, it does say that the relationship continues. And we of course have the charter granted by King Charles II that establishes the Carolinas. And so if you go around, the place names are from England as well. I mean, Raleigh is named after Sir Walter Raleigh. So the ties are deep, and I think that, you know, they will continue on with the new king and the king after him.
Well, you've met Prince Charles in the past, now King Charles. So tell me a bit about him. What do you think about him?
So I met him when he piloted the Queen's flight into Washington way back in the early 90s when I was the UK desk officer. And you know what? He was easygoing and charming. He showed up, he did his duty. It meant a lot to people, and you know, no one ever forgets the honor of being invited to Buckingham Palace for dinner. So I was included in President Bush's visit when I was Consul General to Belfast.
To the King.
The coronation party was a crowning glory to a 3-day visit exploring business, cultural and educational links with Gibraltar's only sister city.